Alright, so I'm on my way to Vineland, New Jersey right now. I saw an ad on Facebook for as near as I can tell in the ad, it's 2 Ozark Trail camp stoves. I ran into an issue where the propane system in the camper leaks. It needs a couple new hoses. You're looking at like $100 some for the hoses. So the ad appears to be for two burner Ozark Trail camp stoves for $25 for both of them. So on my way to go get them. In that area are a couple pretty decent thrift stores. There's a pretty big Habitat for Humanity Restore, and there's also a pretty big Salvation Army, plus a couple other little, mom and pop thrift stores that I want to check out. I can't really think of anything else really to say right now. But, so I'll go ahead and check out, I'll check you guys back when I'm leaving Vinewood and let you know how that went. But I will say, I thought the Facebook Marketplace thing on the Android app was stupid, but instead it's actually just dangerous. It makes me spend way too much money. And then, although that one came where it says, there's 20 plus new items for sale, and you'll get the notification of 20 plus items for sale in your for sale groups, and that's the one that, excuse me, that's what I ended up spending money on. But yeah, so I'll catch you guys in a little bit and see how that goes. Okay, so I'm leaving. On my way to Vineland, I stopped at the thrift store that, if many of you are longtime subscribers, like, say, Madam Roy or Ryan Vanderchef, also known as Zesty Panda, will know that is where I got 99.9% of the computers that were used in the videos I made back in the day. I have avoided this place terribly because it got new ownership. New people took over it, and there was just this big pile where the electronics mess should be, well, actually a big pile of mess where the electronics should be, and so it was just, I'm like, I'm not digging and tripping over stuff just to get to it. I walk in there, and it's just, the whole place is clean. And I'm like, oh my god. They had a Dell monitor there. It was like, it's actually the same one that my mom uses. It's a nice monitor. I think it's like 21 or 21 or 20 or something like that inch flat screen. It's like the one that's weird. It's like 1366 by something else is its native resolution, and they had on their $10. I'm like, nah, I don't really need any more monitors right now. But what I did end up picking up, if I grabbed it without crashing my car, is this pair of Kenwood speakers that are they're 6.5-inch speakers. They're going to go in the camper. And
in 3/4 of a mile, turn left on Route 40.
And so that's what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to put them in the camper as just something to have music with. I'm going to get a universal antenna, put that in there. I might end up drilling a hole and put that outside. I don't know. I got to see Gotta remind myself how thick the camper is. But so I'm going to use one of those universal. There's a
Turn left on Route 40.
there's
There
a
is currently light traffic on your route.
there's a universal mount that goes that a lot of boat people will use. That will go under the dash of a boat, or even under the dash of a car. Like a lot of guys will use these in lieu of actually, you know, cutting a hole in the dash or something. And I might use that to mount the radio rather than cutting a hole. I'm taking the way it's telling me, but I don't like this way. I'm just going to do it because it's easier. Well, I mean, it's not really easier. I think I might hit up a couple thrift stores while I'm here. I mean, today's a Wednesday. It's, what's today, the 29th? Oh, can I get that information on my phone? The 28th, actually. Today's the 28th, and it's Wednesday. I don't think I'm gonna. But yeah, so I have a really cool tool for cutting holes. So I think I'm going to use that to cut these holes. I don't know if I'm going to shoot a video on it, because to be fair, I've never really used that tool before. Oh, it's a school zone, but you know, it's June 28th, so I don't really have to worry about that school zone too much. So I'm not going to sit here and ramble on for a long time, so I'm going to go ahead, because actually, if you can't tell, allergies are kicking my ass right now, so I'll get back to you guys once I have something to tell you. Alright, so I've decided to cut out some of the thrift store and I'm just a little tired, I'll tell you. My acid reflux has been getting to me every now and again. I kind of spent like from like midnight to 2 o'clock, feeling like I was going to throw up, and then I finally did around 2:30.
In 1/2 mile, turn left on West Landis Avenue.
So, yeah, I'm not too thrilled about that. But, so, yeah, so I'm a little tired. I'm just tired. I think that's pretty much the only word to describe it. Kenworth T700. Not my favorite trucks, but they work. So I went into this the Habitat for Humanity restore, and they really didn't have anything electronics wise. Actually, really, to me, they didn't really have anything good at all. But I mean, they had some cabinetry and stuff like that I'm sure somebody could use, but like just in general, like even in the houseware stuff, there wasn't much in there. So this guy that I got these camp stoves from, and it was indeed 2 for $25, which is a fantastic deal. So considering that I was about to buy, I mean, and they're brand new in the box. The boxes are a little messed up, but they've never really been opened. They still have the tape and stuff on them. And I asked him, I said, so what are these, like new old stock or something? He goes, yeah. I get, oh wow, there is a store closing sign in front of Sears here.
Turn left on West Landis Avenue.
And he goes, yeah, I get these pallets in a couple times a week, and he goes, and they had these on them. And I'm like, I'm not asking a whole lot of questions here. He said that's just how they came. He said his exact words were, that's how they came off the truck. So, and this is this guy's house.
Miles. Take the exit. On
And
the right to Route 55 North.
I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna ask any questions. I'm just to say I'm buying some camp stoves from this guy, and that's all I need to know. You know what I mean? It's like, so that's, but they are in pretty good shape. I'm gonna try to get a. Whoa! There's some stuff off. It looks like somebody dropped a box full of books out on the road. So today I spent like 35 bucks. I've got a pair of Kenwood KFC 1666 speakers that were brand new in the box. They still had the tape on them. I cut the tape, made sure that somebody didn't just retape them with old speakers in there, and I got 2 camp stoves. I'm stopping by to see where my stopping by where I have my red S10 parked, and then I'm going to talk to him about getting tires on it. And
in 1/2 mile, take the exit on the right to Route 55 North.
And I think I'm going to start putting that one back together. That is a fantastic truck for a lot of reasons, really, but it's seen some neglect through the years, and I've started getting some of the parts in for it, and
take the exit on the right to Route 55 North.
So I'm gonna get so I'm gonna start doing the work to it soon, hopefully, and get this thing back on the road. The sad part is New Jersey is very strange, and I know some people are like, yeah, that's an understatement, right? I let the when I ended up letting it sit, it was insured, and it was like 2 or 3 months before the registration ran out. So with New Jersey, you can't legally have
Highway 55.
Have a car registered without insurance. And you can let your registration lapse and have a car sit there with the plates on it, uninsured, as long as the plates are not active. So what I did is, since there was only 2, because the front end started to go really bad on it, I didn't have time to work on it, and then I had lost a brake line, so I just let it sit. So at the time, I had like 2.5 months left of registration, so I said, alright, I'll continue to pay the insurance. And then I actually called the insurance and told them, hey, on this date, on the 31st or whatever, I'm going to cancel the insurance on it. So that's what I did. But New Jersey can't find a record of that. And they want to charge me, going all the way back to 2014, $75 a year. So what I can do and end up saving money in the long run is I can sell the truck to my wife for a penny, and then buy it back from her for a penny, and only pay $60 each time for the title, and like save 75 bucks or 80 bucks or something like that. So that's what's a little strange about it. So, or just sell it to my wife and let it be in her name. I don't really care. But like that, to me, that truck had always been a very practical vehicle, because I mean, even though it's a short box, I mean, it really doesn't have any trouble, like when you go to like Home Depot, Lowe's, or whatever. Plus, it's a pretty solid little truck, and well, we'll see what happens when I get it up and running. I mean, actually, I know for a fact I can go out there right now, put a battery in it, and it'll fire right up, like, no problem. So, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, so, I think I'm just going to go ahead and stop the video here for now. And, I'm going to go see Eric Cars, and I gotta be careful because these guys aren't going fast enough to pass this truck. I could miss the exit. I got 2.1 miles to the next exit. You know, it always blows my mind that, like, a lot of the people in Europe, it's like they'll drive 45 minutes and they're in another country. I mean, New Jersey's not a big state, but, you know, Vineland's an hour from my house, and, you know, it's like, I drive an hour, I'm in the same state, but then at the same time, like, when you're, in New York, like, in New York, it's like, it's a,
quarter miles. Take exit 39B on the right.
Go to
US 40 West.
a friend of mine's house up there is about 6 hours, and then you can drive another 6 hours and still be in New York. Like that's absolutely insane to me. Because I'm like, if I drive 6 hours in either direction, well, 6 hours, and if I drive 6 hours east, I'm going to be somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean. But that's only like an hour and a half to the, I'm only like an hour and a half to the Atlantic Ocean. Oh wait, I want 39 feet, not 39A. Okay. And if I drive 6 hours, I'm still going to be in Pennsylvania.
Take exit 39B on the right to US 40 West.
If I drive 6 hours south, I'm in, I'm at Madam Roy's house. Well, depending on, you know. But anyway, you know, it's like, it's just absolutely madness that over there you can take a day trip to another country. For me, it would take me a couple hours to get to probably close to a day, really, to get to Canada. And then if you just
continue on Harding Highway,
then it would take like 5 days to drive across Canada. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here, and I'll get back to you in a minute. Alright, so behind me, as you can see, that's the tire shop. I'm just leaving there. Turns out he actually does need me to get... Oh my god. The person just had to be slow enough that I couldn't... You know, that I couldn't make it without cutting off this guy too close, who's pulling a rather large piece of farming equipment. And I'm not going to make that guy slam on his brakes. So it turns out he does need me to get my truck out of here, and I was talking about putting tires on it because the tires that are on there are pretty shot. And there's a, I don't know how many of you know about tires. There's a brand, you know, you got Goodyear, and there's a model they have called Goodyear Wrangler AS, which is really an OEM replacement tire. And they, crap, my brain just stopped on me. And they're a pretty nice tire. They're a very inexpensive tire, but you get a lot of tire for what you get. And for me to go with those would be about $440. Actually, like $442 or something like that. And yeah, that's not. I mean, that's not a bad deal. But then I was also talking to him. The same tires that I have on this truck, on this Envoy, would cost me $502. So it would basically be like $50. It worked out, it would be like $50 more roundabout, to just a little bit more than $50 more to put a much better tire on the truck. So I'm thinking it doesn't make sense to not spend the extra $50 total, not $50 a tire, and get a much better deal. And so I think we might end up doing that. So I gotta get the all-important spousal approval though, and I also still have to do quite a bit of front end work to it. So yeah, we gotta do that. I'm probably gonna end up doing that at my friend Wade's shop, and unfortunately won't be able to really do any video on that because I'm just not gonna do that to him. So I'm gonna stop at the campground up here and in a few minutes and see how much they charge for like a couple nights. I gotta find out what nights my wife works and doesn't work. So we might do a little something this weekend, pull in like Saturday and leave Sunday morning. So just pretty much spend the night there. So I'm gonna pause the video for now, and I'll get back to you later. Hey y'all, I'm pretty much ending the vlog here. My neighbor and I have been working on my camper as far as taking care of a minor structural issue, and I had to come get some screws. Went to Walmart, get some screws. Also picked up something I've been trying to find, and yeah, I've been wanting to watch the whole thing in. Holy crap, there's 17 discs. I think these are just DVDs. They're not Blu-rays. Yeah, it's just DVD. It's 17 CDs, 6 seasons, and yeah. So I've been wanting to watch them in succession. So I'm gonna finally do that, I guess. I might also just rip them onto my computer so that I have them. Rip them onto one of my external hard drives if they're there. My car has been getting disgusted. I haven't washed it in like a month, maybe two. So anyway, I think I'm going to end the vlog here. If I remember, I'll throw some pictures of the succession of the work to the camper in. The front would be, driver's side, like left corner, was that was pulled away from the. That was the front was coming apart. The wood was rotted, so we we pulled that out. We put new wood in. We pulled some wood from the inside out, put brand new lavon down. And, this is the first time I've ordered the Extreme one, so that's a high pressure wash. Hopefully it cleans this thing. Now it's applying Rain-X. Another high pressure jet, no less. I do like this particular car wash quite a bit versus some of the other ones around here. Oh, now we're doing the Rain-X. Hey, it's kind of dark in here. I like this one because it doesn't actually like the one near where I work, it has like the rags that that rub against your car, and I don't like that. The other one is a different system like this, but it doesn't work as well. The other one up here in town that I'm going to go past on my way home. That one I'm not a huge fan of because it doesn't really clean very well. There's no other real issues with it other than it doesn't clean well. And other than that, actually, it's just fine. But I don't like the ones where they kind of scratch your paint while cleaning it. Spot free rinse. Yeah, I'm trying to keep this thing clean. I don't need it starting to rust out and whatnot. There's like 5 different wash settings you can get. I like getting the Premium, Ultimate, or Extreme because those 3 have the underbody wash that you may have seen when I was coming into it. So, I think I'm going to call this a vlog. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.